Have you ever wondered why the book of Deuteronomy, the fifth book of the Torah and the Christian Old Testament, is often referred to as the second law? Well, buckle up. We're about to embark on a journey through time, exploring the chronology and significance of this profound biblical text. Deuteronomy begins as the Israelites are camped on the east side of the Jordan River. Moses, their leader, knows he will not cross into the promised land with them, so he begins to prepare his people for the future. His preparation takes the form of 3 speeches, which form the structure of Deuteronomy. In the first speech, Moses recounts the Israelites' 40-year journey from Egypt to the promised land. He revisits their victories, their failures, and their wanderings, reminding them of God's faithfulness and justice. This recounting serves a purpose: to remind the Israelites of their past and to prepare them for what lies ahead. The second speech is where we find the core of Deuteronomy and the reason for its name, the second law. Here, Moses reiterates the laws given on Mount Sinai, including the 10 Commandments, but he doesn't stop there. He goes on to give detailed instructions on how to live as a community under God's law. This includes laws about worship, justice, and how to treat others. It's a blueprint for a society that is just, compassionate, and God-fearing. In the third and final speech, Moses turns his attention to the future. He warns the Israelites of the consequences of disobedience and the blessings of obedience. He implores them to choose life, to love and obey God, and to pass these teachings on to future generations. After this speech, Moses blesses each of the 12 tribes, then climbs Mount Nebo, where he sees the promised land before he dies. So what have we delved into today? We've seen that Deuteronomy is a book of remembrance, law, and prophecy. It recalls the Israelites' journey, reiterates God's law, and looks forward to the future. It's a book that was relevant to the Israelites as they stood on the brink of the promised land, and it continues to be relevant today. It challenges us to remember our past, live justly in the present, and look to the future with hope. From Moses' 3 speeches to the detailed laws and the final prophecy, Deuteronomy presents a comprehensive guide for leading a virtuous life. It's an invitation to reflect on our journey, to understand our responsibilities, and to strive for a future rooted in love, justice, and obedience to God. As we wrap up, remember the essence of Deuteronomy. It's a call to choose life, to love and obey God, and to pass these teachings on to future generations. It's about remembering our past, living justly in the present, and looking forward to a hopeful future. It's a timeless message, as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. So next time you contemplate the second law, remember it's not just about rules, it's about a journey or a way of life and a future filled with hope. So ponder on these thoughts and see where they take you on your own journey of faith and understanding. What if I told you there's an ancient text that has shaped nations, laws, and moral codes, an epic narrative that has been studied, scrutinized, and revered for centuries? That text is Deuteronomy, the 5th book of the Torah in the Bible. Often overlooked, Deuteronomy is a treasure trove of wisdom, history, and spiritual guidance. This book is far more than just a collection of laws. It's a vibrant account of a people's journey toward a promised land. In the beginning of Deuteronomy, we find Moses addressing the Israelites at the edge of the promised land. He recounts their 40-year journey through the wilderness, a narrative filled with trials, triumphs, and divine intervention. This is a poignant reminder of their collective history, and a call to remember the lessons learned from their experiences. Next, Moses dives into a detailed restatement of the law, including the 10 Commandments. This section, often referred to as the Deuteronomic Code, forms the backbone of the Israelites' social and religious life. It's an intricate tapestry of laws designed to guide a society towards justice, equity, and reverence for the divine. Following the Deuteronomic Code, Moses presents a choice to the Israelites: blessings for obedience to the law and curses for disobedience. This stark choice underscores the importance of moral decisions and their consequences. In the final section, Moses passes the mantle of leadership to Joshua, marking a significant transition in Israelite history. This poignant moment encapsulates the themes of legacy, continuity, and the passing of wisdom from one generation to the next. To wrap things up, Deuteronomy is a fascinating exploration of law, history, and morality. It begins with a historical recounting of the Israelites' journey, transitions into a detailed exposition of the law, presents a choice of blessings and curses, and concludes with a transfer of leadership. From its opening lines to its final verses, Deuteronomy serves as a reminder of our shared humanity, our capacity for growth, and our collective responsibility to uphold justice and righteousness. It is a testament to the enduring power of stories and the transformative potential of moral choices. Deuteronomy, far from being a dry legal text, is a vibrant narrative that invites us to reflect, learn, and grow. It's a story of a people's journey, a guidebook for a just society, a stark presentation of moral choices, and a poignant narrative of leadership transition. So, the next time you pick up the Bible, I invite you to delve into the book of Deuteronomy. You might be surprised at the depth of wisdom, the richness of history, and the profound moral lessons it holds. Remember, every page turned is a new opportunity to learn, grow, and reflect on the timeless truths that shape our existence.
Have you ever wondered how ancient texts, such as the Bible, maintain relevance in our contemporary world? How do they continue to guide and inspire billions of people, even in the face of rapidly advancing technology and evolving societal norms? The Gospel of Deuteronomy, in particular, contains timeless wisdom that continues to resonate today. The Gospel of Deuteronomy, the fifth book in the Old Testament, is a rich tapestry of history, law, and moral guidance. It commences with Moses delivering his farewell addresses to the Israelites as they prepare to enter the Promised Land. His words serve as a reminder of their journey, their covenant with God, and the laws they need to uphold. First, Moses reminds the Israelites of their 40-year journey through the wilderness. He highlights their trials, tribulations, and victories, underscoring the significance of their faith and obedience to God throughout their journey. Then Moses recounts the 10 Commandments, which form the cornerstone of moral and ethical behavior. These commandments, including "you shall not murder," "you shall not steal," and "you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor," are as relevant today as they were thousands of years ago. They serve as a moral compass, guiding us to live in harmony with each other. The Gospel of Deuteronomy also contains the Shema, a fundamental prayer in the Jewish faith. It is a proclamation of faith, a pledge of allegiance to one God. It lays down the principle of love for God and insists on the need for obedience to his commandments. Moses also introduces a series of laws in Deuteronomy. These encompass a wide range of societal issues, from the administration of justice to the treatment of the poor and needy. He emphasizes the importance of justice, compassion, and respect for human dignity. Finally, the Gospel of Deuteronomy concludes with Moses' last words and his death. His final message encapsulates a profound truth: the importance of choosing life, of choosing to love and obey God and to walk in his ways. So, what does the Gospel of Deuteronomy teach us today? It reminds us that our actions have consequences, that moral and ethical behavior forms the bedrock of a harmonious society. It emphasizes the importance of justice, compassion, and respect for human dignity. It encourages us to choose life, to choose love, and to walk in the path of righteousness. Furthermore, the Gospel of Deuteronomy resonates with the universal principle of reciprocity, often known as the Golden Rule: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. This principle transcends religious, cultural, and geographical boundaries and is a guiding light for our interactions with others. In conclusion, the Gospel of Deuteronomy, though rooted in ancient times, continues to be a beacon of moral and ethical guidance. It underscores the importance of living a life of righteousness, of treating others with respect and compassion, and of choosing a path that leads to harmony and peace. Despite the passage of time, the teachings of Deuteronomy remain relevant, inspiring us to lead lives of integrity, compassion, and respect for all. Don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment below, and share this video with your friends. Your interactions help shape not just your social media feed, but also the kind of content we create.